it is main event time. The up next fighting featherweight title hanging in the balance. Champion will be crowned as Albert the Belizian Warrior Morales takes on Terrion Ware as we look at the tail of the tape.
Terrion Ware's got about a 2-inch reach advantage. Both fighters coming in with the featherweight limit. Albert Morales has a 1-inch height advantage, but it does not translate to the reach. I cannot wait for this fight. I've been chomping at the bit to see these two mix it up for a long time, and all hell's about to break loose.
And we don't have to wait long because it's time to fight on back into the cage.
And now making his way to the cage, Terrion Ware.
Terrion Ware earned his opportunity to make history as perhaps the first ever up next fighting featherweight champion. There was that tournament, and Terrion Ware is coming off of a tournament victory over Anthony Jimenez. It was a round 3 rear naked choke victory. And this guy's got a 20-second knockout over Jared Papazian. Prior to that, he had 6 consecutive losses, but 5 were in the UFC against top competition, including the likes of Sugar Sean O'Malley.
Not only that, but let's also take a look at his corner. He's got a new camp. He's training at CMMA, and as we saw in his last fight, the Achilles heel of Terrion Ware has always been his takedown defense, but you saw him in the last fight actually take his opponent down and submit him. So a new wrinkle added to the quiver of Terrion Ware. You see Josh Barnett, Dominic Clark in his corner, boxing coach Adam Lerner, and of course Chad George. Terrion Ware is looking to put on performance on tonight, and I cannot wait to see him step inside the cage.
Victor La Mangosta Henry in the corner as well. I mean, man, talk about big-time backup in your corner for Terrion Ware. As he says, he always tries to finish. He's a fan favorite for a reason, and he seems poised for this opportunity.
Yeah, but standing in front of him is not the one and only Albert Morales, who has strung together an impressive string of victories recently, twice beating Ryan Lilly, which set him up for this title shot opportunity. But one thing that Ware has to his advantage is experience, a third more of experience. In this fight, Morales is going into his 20th fight, Ware is going into his 30th. So both of these guys have a lot of in-cage time, and 15 minutes is all it's going to take to make their dreams.
There you go. Only one will take home the featherweight title. We see Flash, and now it's time to meet the Belizian Warrior.
And now making his way to the cage, Albert Morales.
Albert the Belizian Warrior Morales out of Black House MMA. 2 great gyms clashing here. CMMA and Black House. Morales comes in with a record of 11-8-1, 4 of those victories by knockout, 4 submissions. He's dangerous everywhere, as is Terrion Ware. Back in the day, Jonathan, you know this story well, as you see he's got his war face on here, samurai style. Morales saw The Ultimate Fighter when he was in prison at the time. He got out, he wanted a better life, he wanted to have that warrior spirit. Now he fights for his 2 kids, for his family. He's a 6-fight veteran of the UFC. He's got 2 Bellator victories, and he bounced back from a loss against Victor Henry, who's in the corner of his opponent, to defeat Ryan the Lion Lilly, as Manuk said, in the tournament bout by unanimous decision to earn this shot at the featherweight title.
I've been in the cage when Albert Morales got his amateur title. I was with him when he got into the UFC. And now he has a chance to fight for the up next inaugural 145-pound championship. They say moments make the man, and this is a huge moment. Which one of these 2 warriors is going to step up to the plate and look for that big home run?
And what a moment we have coming our way. History will indeed be made. A champion will be crowned. Only one can be first. When it comes to the record books, when it comes to history, only one can be the first ever to do it. Only one can be the first ever to lay claim to the kingdom of the featherweight division, and up next fighting to become the inaugural champion. And Albert Morales, Terrion Ware are the two warriors with that opportunity.
But be careful what you wish for. Heavy is the head that wears the crown.
Yes.
That championship belt comes with a target affixed to your back. So both these warriors set for action. Let's get it on.
Yep, let's set the stage. Back into the cage with Barry Egan.
Los Angeles, here we go. This is the main event of the evening. 3 5-minute rounds for the UNF featherweight title. The man in charge of the action once the bell sounds, Mr. Mylan Ayers. Are you ready? Los Angeles, are you ready? To all of the fight fans here in attendance this evening at the Commerce Casino in Los Angeles, California, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to throw down! Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner to my right, wearing the black trunks. He weighed in at 145 pounds even. He has an outstanding professional record, 18 wins, only 11 defeats, representing CMMA from Los Angeles, California. Please welcome the Flash, Terrion Ware. And his opponent fighting out of the red corner to my left, wearing the blue trunks with the gold trim. He weighed in at 144.6 pounds. He's 11-8-1. He's representing Black House, Carlson Gracie Temecula from Reseda, California, the Belizian Warrior, Albert Morales.
Stage is set. Veteran referee Mylan Ayers in there to call it down the middle. These guys both had to step through adversity and tough opponents in the first round of this tournament to earn this shot in the finals. Terrion Flash Ware, Albert the Belizian Warrior Morales. Only one can become the first ever featherweight champion at Up Next Fighting. Bell sounds, here we go. Time to fight on. And Morales all over Ware early.
Quick start for Albert Morales, but he wants to be careful here. He doesn't want to blow his load here.
He got caught in the pass by Victor Henry. And weathering the initial storm or attempting to his Ware, but Morales shots upstairs, downstairs, now out of the
nice knee from Terrion Ware.
Yes. So Terrion Ware survives that opening onslaught and starts to settle in. Boy, these two guys throwing. They're trained like Wall Street, gentlemen. They're getting after it.
A frenetic pace, and Morales is going broke right from the beginning. Less than a minute in, and he's already thrown a lot of punches. And there we go. Something we rarely see from Morales, going for the takedown. This is something that is very new.
Well, Ware went for the knee there, and it cost him because it opened the door for the takedown by the Belizian Warrior, Jonathan.
Yeah, Albert Morales training at a Black House. He's got a tremendous wrestling pedigree, and he utilized it there to bring Terrion Ware to the mat. Now, is he going to be able to do anything with the position? He's got to establish position before he starts doing anything serious here. And Terrion Ware is doing a good job of controlling the posture and tying him up.
Both are comfortable on the ground. Both Terrion Flash Ware and Albert Morales have 4 submission victories to their credit in their decorated careers. And trying to roll out of this thing is Ware, trying to get the back is Morales. They're back to their feet. Succession of knees by the Belizian Warrior. Good stuff by both here in the early going. This one's scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds, title on the line.
And again, as recent history has shown, both of these guys prefer to stand up and fight. And even though Morales was in dominant position, he didn't want to continue business doing it on the canvas.
Chant went out momentarily ago for Warrior, for the Belizian Warrior, Albert Morales. Two great camps, Black House, CMMA. 2 of the best to do it in the Southern California region in Ware and Morales. What a main event with the title on the line. This is what it's all about at Up Next Fighting.
You know, you talk about both of these guys' camps, but early in their career, these guys were training partners over at Systems Training Center. I interviewed both of them in the same day once. So they're no stranger to each other. These guys have spent a lot of time engaging each other in the past. Now it's for real, and there is a title on the line.
These two have a whole lot of respect for each other, a lot of history, as Jonathan King has been a fixture as well in calling combat sports in the Southern California region, you know, giving the testament to that. These two trading right in the middle of the cage, coming up on 2 minutes left in the first round.
Albert Morales is staying really busy here, but he's already breathing through an open mouth. He might be starting to tire a little here. Nice left hook for Albert Morales.
Well, when you throw at the pace these two opened up with, it doesn't take much. And again, you know, adrenaline, you get that adrenaline dump. There's so much on the line here, Jonathan. Title on the line. These two are two great athletes, well conditioned. But with so much on the line, they might have a tendency to gas earlier than they normally would. A lot of nerves, you got to think.
Yeah, you know, there's always a risk of having an adrenaline dump when you step inside, especially when you get off to a fast start, as Morales is.
Man, look at this. Big haymakers, windmill shots by the Belizian Warrior.
You know, one thing I'm really impressed with Albert, not only is he doing great right now charging forward, but moments before he was doing remarkable off of his back foot. Different dimensions to Albert's game so far in the first round. 2 takedown attempts and his hands behind left.
Oh, look at the eye though of Ware here. You can see it. Yeah, that over the right eye, and a big takedown power double by the Belizian Warrior with authority.
Everything working so far for Morales. What an amazing round for him.
That cut is really bad over the eye of Terrion Ware.
If Ware escapes this first round, you got to think his corner, of course. The doctor's going to take a look at that. And the Belizian Warrior is going to target it if given the opportunity. You can see it sharp, slicing elbow there on the ground by Belizian Warrior. The crimson mask being worn by Terrion Flash Ware.
Both fighters are nicked up. Morales is actually bleeding from the top of the bridge of his nose as well. But you see the more damaging cut is definitely the one over the eye of Terrion Ware. Blood streaming to the ear, though. It's not going in the eye, so he seems to be okay for now.
Inside 10 seconds to go now in the first round. It has been physical, and what a pace they set. High stakes on the line. After 1, we got 2 to go here with the title on the line here at Up Next Fighting.
UNF fighters are the future of the fight game. Check out UpNextFighting.com for tickets and live streams of upcoming events, view fighter profiles, and connect with us on social media for exclusive behind-the-scenes content. Up Next Fighting, the future of the fight game.
All right, dynamic first round, Manuk, as we go to your unofficial scorecard. Your thoughts after 1?
Wow. What a pummeling there by Morales. You know, I was close to even giving that a 10-8 round, considering the several takedowns, the punishing lefts and rights, dictating the pace of the fight. But I have Morales easily winning that round, and Ware has to really show something because that was a very, very bad first 5 minutes for him.
Fantastic first round for the Belizian Warrior.
Yeah, he came out guns blazing. That's exactly what you want to do when you get into a firefight. Terrion Ware having a little trouble feeling out the range of Albert Morales.
Well, that's where your corner comes into play. You know, with the likes of Chad George in there, and we'll see if adjustments have been made. It's time to fight on in the second round. Featherweight title on the line. Up Next Fighting 2.
As you mentioned, Todd, let's see if Terrion Ware, if the Flash can make adjustments to his game plan, because it did not go his way in that first round.
I think Morales' nickname should be Flash, the way he came out of the first, out of the blocks. The frenetic pace and energy that he set, Ware never recovered.
Leg kick attempt there, and then off of the catch, look for the spinning back fist, did the Belizian Warrior. And you saw this out of Ware in the first round. He tried to establish the leg kick, tried to get some range. A connected time here and there, but a flying knee attempt now, going for a broke is Albert Morales. You just get a sense. He wants this title. He's throwing it all out there with reckless abandon.
Both fighters leaving everything they have inside the cage, but right now it's Morales who's dictating the pace and landing the bigger shots.
Great variety in his punches too by Morales. Going to the body, not neglecting that, and trying to open up the head.
Into the midsection.
Yeah, but a body kick as well at the same time, simultaneously by Terrion Ware. If this thing continues on, these body shots are going to pay dividends. We got to believe for the Belizian Warrior. Looking for the takedown again. That is the strikes open up the takedown. Did not get it there. Stuffed nicely by Ware. There were some punches in tight as well.
Ooh, big right hand for Albert Morales.
Ware might look for a takedown of his own. I don't know if he's got enough left in the tank to do it.
Morales digging to the body, then taking the elevator upstairs.
Game of who wants it more, looking to change levels again. And does not elect to finish the shot for the takedown there to the Belizian Warrior. Going to try and continue to dominate the stand-up game, and he has been doing just that.
Terrion landed a couple shots and made Morales take a step back.
Here we go. There's the difference maker.
I am extremely impressed by Morales' conditioning and cardio in this fight. These are new layers that he hasn't shown before, and so far it's the difference maker in this fight. He has kept the pace from the opening bell and hasn't taken a step back.
Seems thus far that Belizian Warrior has had the superior advantage, whether it's standing or on the ground, and Morales continues to try and pick apart Terrion Ware right up against the cage here now.
Working out of side control here. Morales trying to land some shots to the left side of the head of Ware. Terrion using the cage to get back to his feet. Good job by Terrion Ware to try to get back to his feet. But Morales trips the leg out in an attempt to bring the fight back to the mat.
Very true, but it has been just a blanket attack. Looking for another takedown here, trying to power him over as Morales. I mean, it's got to be exhausting for Terrion Ware, who gets taken down again and in jeopardy of giving up his back. And he's still got, a minute 45 to work here.
Albert Morales absolutely mauling Terrion Ware so far here. A minute 35 left to go in the second round here.
And now,
so far, it's all Albert Morales.
Yes, and Morales tries to pepper away with some ground and pound. He's got the body lock again. And now these shots to the hamstrings, that won't do any favors for Ware. Another powerful takedown by the Belizian Warrior, who is ragdolling Flash.
Every time Morales is able to connect his hips, he brings Terrion Ware for a ride. Ware doing a good job of using the cage again to get back to his feet, but every time he gets up, he expends a ton of energy, and Morales just brings him right back to the mat.
He's out of the jeopardy of that body lock right now as Ware, but again, he's been completely on the defensive here for a good portion of the fight.
Morales using the cage like a cheese grater, just pressing Ware up against the fence, trying to frame here, looking for an elbow.
His corner the corner of Ware imploring him to circle out, get some daylight. 30 seconds to go here in the round, looking for another takedown. But how much energy is the Belizian Warrior, sinking into those as well?
20 seconds left in the round. So far, Albert Morales not showing any weariness so far. Nice knees to the back of the leg of Terrion Ware. Looking for the trip and another takedown from Morales.
Great aggression, great cage control, and I'm telling you, man, these are nasty knees to the hamstrings. Boy, oh boy, are those going to knot up and bruise in a hurry. Terrion Ware's going to feel those tomorrow. When we return on Up Next Fighting, it's time for our third and final round.
UNF fighters are the future of the fight game. Check out upnextfighting.com for tickets and live streams of upcoming events, view fighter profiles, and connect with us on social media for exclusive behind-the-scenes content. Up next, fighting the future of the fight game.
After 2 rounds, Jonathan, let's take a look back at some of the action. The barrage, the onslaught of the Belizian Warrior continued in round 2.
Nice left-right combination as Albert Morales digs to the body and then takes the elevator back up top. Nice knee there for Terrion Ware, but beautiful takedown for Albert Morales. Another left hand. Look at these hooks coming in, and all Terrion Ware can do is cover up, offering nothing in response. If Terrion Ware wants to win this fight, he's going to have to pull a miracle.
You know, I'm wondering what the conversation is going like in the corner. It might be a difficult one. You would have to wonder if they're even considering stopping this. I mean, it's been an end-to-end beatdown so far. You know, I was talking about that first round being a borderline 10-8. That one, in my standpoint, was a 10-8 round, and Ware has to pull a rabbit out of his hat right now in order to pull this one off.
He's going to have to drop back and throw the Hail Mary. But if anybody can do it, Terrion Ware can. I mean, showing his composure here to start the 3rd and final round.
Oh, that left hand hurt him. Terrion's in trouble.
And the kick, and throwing for broke to win the title is the Belizian Warrior. Is this going to do it? Can he put him away? Will the referee step in? Not yet, as Ware continues to fight.
Oh, nice left hand from Ware.
And is the Belizian Warrior in jeopardy of punching himself out here? Ware digging down deep, fighting away, but the takedown again, and that has been the difference maker throughout.
That's been the variable all night. You're right, Todd. The takedowns of Albert Morales just controlling. Whenever Terrion has a moment, Morales just ducks under and brings the fight to the mat. A grueling pace set by Albert Morales, and it's set him up so far. Looks like he's heading towards a victory. 4 minutes left in the final round. Let's see if Terrion Ware can get back to his feet and do something to try to pull this fight out.
I am absolutely surprised referee Milanez didn't stop that sequence. He was taking a close look, took a step in to even perhaps stop the fight, but amazingly he's still letting it continue. As soon as Ware got taken down, he had this exasperated look as if here we go again, and I don't see him getting off the canvas at this point.
Yeah, it's got to be big time frustration as side control now very close to happening.
Oh, he got it! It's like a head bone choke!
Locked it in! He jumped to side control, locked it in, and Terrion Ware just didn't have enough to defend.
Albert the Warrior Morales, the first ever featherweight champion in Up Next Fighting. What a tremendous performance from stem to stern. The Warrior, what a fight! Oh my Lord!
First round had to get by Ryan the Lion Lilly, and then defeats Terrion Ware, a very tough Terrion Ware. It wasn't easy. It was tough to put away Ware, but the Belizian Warrior digs down deep, gets it done. Incredible striking on the feet. The takedown's beautifully done, and just to round it out to show that he can do it all, ends up finishing him with the submission. We'll be back to make it all official.
UNF fighters are the future of the fight game. Check out upnextfighting.com for tickets and live streams of upcoming events, view fighter profiles, and connect with us on social media for exclusive behind-the-scenes content. Up Next Fighting, the future of the fight game.
Welcome back to Up Next Fighting. Let's take a look back at here.
We're going to take a look at the sequences here. You know, Ware was beaten, Ware was bloodied, and then he was bludgeoned and beaten again. Unbelievable.
But he wouldn't go down. Look at Ware here. We didn't see it, but you saw there he's firing back. Ware had a knee out of the corner, but the takedown. And that's where he found himself in no man's land again, completely exhausted. You can see the position to submission here for the Belizian Warrior. Gets over to side control, head and arm choke. And just nothing left for Ware. He left it all inside the cage. He gave it everything he had. What a battle, what a warrior. But what a win by the Belizian Warrior, Albert Morales, who earns the right to become the first ever featherweight champion.
Yeah, all credit due to Morales. He brought Ware's gas tank to empty, and he ended up taking advantage of it. it's unfortunate because after a great showing to put himself into position for this title shot, Ware just didn't have anything tonight. And, and this is only 5 months later, so you have to wonder if he was dealing with anything in camp, if he was dealing with any nicks and bruises and injuries.
I don't know. I don't think you want to take anything away from the performance, the aggressive performance of Morales. I mean, I think Ware ran into a buzzsaw from the opening bell.
Yeah, just a completely different fighter Morales was tonight. And now this is back-to-back impressive victories for Morales against Ryan Lilly and Terrion Ware. We're going to make it official now.
Yeah, history about to be made right now. Back into the cage to Barry Egan.
Los Angeles. The time, 1 minute, 28 seconds into round number 3 for the winner by way of an arm triangle choke and new UNF Featherweight champion, the Belizian Warrior, Albert Morales.
Belizian Warrior would not be outdone tonight. Came in, executed his game plan, was full speed ahead the whole time. No surcease, gets the victory, and there you see it. To the victor goes the spoils. Officially being crowned by matchmaker George Bastamagian as the first ever, the inaugural featherweight champion of Up Next Fighting. Richly deserved, one of the greats here in the Southern California region for a long time.
All right,
veteran of
ladies
UFC,
and gentlemen,
Bellator, right back here in Southern California.
Albert Morales. You and I have been here before, but you got a nice piece of hardware around your waist. You came out guns blazing. You didn't waste any time. Was that the game plan coming in?
Definitely, because Terrion's that kind of fighter, and it was either beat him to the punch or he's going to punch me. So definitely that was the game plan.
Now, you came in, you were landing big strikes, but it was your wrestling attack, man. You diversified your game, you brought him to the mat, you controlled the pace, and you just busted him up. Talk about your wrestling pedigree.
Hey, man, I train with the best-looking coach in all of MMA, Coach Kenny Johnson, BOUT Wrestling, baby. Train with that Black House. Everybody's a beast, man. We go in there, we kill each other every single day, and this is when it pays off.
Now, you got a piece of hardware around your waist, but there's a saying, heavy is the head that wears the crown. With that belt comes a target on your back. Is there anyone else that you're looking to fight, anyone you're looking to defend that belt against? It's your turn to call someone out.
Hey, I don't got to call anybody out. I'm the champ. If anybody wants some, come get some. I'm taking all fades. It doesn't matter. We got UFC veterans in here. We got young guys that want to get to the big show. I'm here because I'm trying to be the big show, make Up Next the big show. Anybody want it, come get it. Any other promotion want to come take my belt. I'm going to take yours. Let's go.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together one more time for the Up Next Featherweight Champion of the World, Albert the Warrior Morales.
Well, there's going to be a party atmosphere for certain, and richly deserved. The Belizian Warrior, Albert Morales. This one's got to feel good. Top fighter in Southern California for so long. Went to UFC, Bellator, right back here to Up Next, and makes history as the first ever featherweight champion. What a night it was. Oftentimes the sequel doesn't live up to the original. Up Next Fighting 2 certainly did that. For everybody at Up Next, I'm Todd Kennelly. We had Jonathan King, Manu Kakopi, and of course Thor Skanky, Ashley Evans Smith. We'll see you next time when once again it's time to fight on. Goodbye, everybody.